delay. Had a little bit of technical difficulties. First thing, welcome to ARCS Trucks at Dover. Accompany me in the booth tonight for the first time in a while. We have COT, Tommy, A Squared, and Thursday Night Thunder standout. Right now, it's Crotum looks to be leading the charge here tonight. COT, what is up, buddy?
How you doing? Good to be back in the booth. It's been a while. But looking forward to it. Uh, Silver's going to be a great race. I mean, we got some really good guys in this field. Rodham, Glixen. You got Ryan in there. So the Parville making an appearance. So it should be a lot of fun.
Absolutely, and a lot of fun here indeed. Dover is a fun track, and we've got a lot of talent here tonight. Plus, not to mention this is the final round of the round of 8. 6 trucks are guaranteed to make the playoffs because all 6 are here. 2 of them, unfortunately, were not able to make it. So we will see 6. But ooh, we've got some crashing. Looks like Kenzie's upside down and a few others. So I bet that will bring out the caution.
Yeah, that's most definitely going to bring out the caution in less than 5 to go, which I'm checking with my lap count now. Looks like they're backing it down to the line. Frodham with the early lead here, followed, well, it was by Boiled Ice, who was having a good race, but he got caught up in that incident there, and now he's mired back in the pack. I don't know who exactly. Oh, Daddy All Day, your Daddy All Day in the 22 car. Second, followed by Flixen, I believe, in the 26 and third. So you got three really good truck drivers there. We'll see if one of these Cup guys could make their way to the front.
Absolutely. First caution of the night. We do have, of course, our stars here in the truck series, such as Boiled Ice, Glixen, Your Daddy All Day, It's Crotum, Nick Pressey, Kinsey, and a few others. Yagrams as well, making another start, promising up a newcomer. But a lot of talent in the Cups. You've got ARCS RTP 12. Term V, who won the truck race last week. We've got a lot of talent here tonight, so it'll definitely time to flex some muscle for both sides of the coin, Tommy.
Yeah, and then on top of that, we have, Tri-Strand, who normally doesn't run trucks. Bossy Geo, who, tries to get as many, try to get him as many races as he can in. So he's not really, it's not abnormal to see him in the truck series, but we got Moldy Muskrat in the 98, so very popular track for these Cup drivers here at Dover.
Absolutely, as they exit pit road to get caught back up to the field. Looks like a little tie-up there on the exit of pit road. Let's move up to our race leader. Should get formed up that will be going green this time by. Dover is a fun track to be on, Tommy. I don't know if you love it. This is one of my favorite tracks to be on.
Yeah, Dover's a fantastic track. I mean, one of my home tracks being up here in Needorf. It's a very fast track. I've had the privilege of going there a couple times. A lot of guys like to dime in the corner, but, as the run goes on, it's definitely quicker earlier on in the run, but once your tires get worn, when you start diving in those corners, you really heat up that right front. And to be going a long run here, you got to take care of your tires. So we'll see what happens.
Tommy, I'm not sure if it's on my end or your end, but your mic's kind of fuzzy. You almost sound like a robot in a way. green flag flies. It's Crotum out to a good start. The number 26 of Glixen in second, newcomer to ARCS, and has made a lot of waves, winning a few races in his first couple starts. Definitely flexing his muscle in with when it comes to talent. The number 22 of Your Daddy All Day, another contender in the round of 6 in third. Looks like ARCS RTP 12. El Presidente is in third place here. Looks like J-Mad is having a little bit of trouble as he's losing a little bit of position. He is another member of the final 6 who's going to make it into that round, along with the truck right in front of him, the 94 of Nicholas Cressy. The number 40 of Boiled Ice, doing everything he can to try and get rid of the slump and try to get a win this season. Man, these trucks are driving the heck out of it in the middle of the field here.
Yeah, J-Mad and Nick Cressy, both two guys very fortunate for that a couple guys missed this race. Unfortunate that some scheduling conflicts have caused, I believe, Dowdy and a couple other drivers who missed this race and kind of give up their shot at the championship here. But, you know, what's fortunate for some people is unfortunate for others.
Watching the screen right now, a huge shout out to my normal co-host here on Tuesday Night Trucks. Deplorable Me said, forget it, I'm hanging my mic up and I want to go racing. So he decided to put his helmet back on and grab the steering wheel. So good for him. Glad to see him out there as well. Moni Muskrat, the kid, A Squared, and TNT standout. Man, one of the youngest members of ARCS as well in the field tonight. But the story is, it's Crotum still just dominating this race, Tommy.
Yeah, no surprise there. Crotum's been fast all year. He's got a number of wins, countless amount of wins so far in ARCS this year. He really, after last year, you know, being someone who ran really fast at the beginning of the race and just couldn't close, he's definitely changed that up this season, and he's definitely been capitalizing on all of his opportunities. As I believe that's the end of stage 1, Crotum coming home your winner.
End of stage indeed. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still kind of fighting some technical difficulties here. But the number 26 of Glixen is probably, since unfortunately Dowdy with scheduling conflicts, is not going to make it the rest of the season. But Glixen is the only one who can really challenge its Crotum right now until we reset the points again in the round of 6, and everybody's going to be back on equal footing. Boiled Ice is also no slouch, a top 3 contender almost at every race. It is just, this series is getting better and better and better every week, and it never stops. But we have a new race leader up front. I believe that is the 26 of Glixen up there. Yes, it is. Glixen. It's Crotum, Your Daddy All Day, another championship contender, trying to vie for a coveted spot in Xfinity, Tommy, and that is something that's very important to a lot of these drivers.
Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys are fighting for those spots, and everybody wants to move up. So, you know, they're battling hard as we have a caution here on lap 1 of the stage. It looked like Ryan Pinnell in the 17 car missed a shift on that restart, and or the start of the stage, and good job by all these guys to kind of get around him. But unfortunately, it looked like there was a wreck a little bit later on. So we'll get him racked up again here, hit pit road, and do it all over again.
Absolutely. As they wind into pit road, we'll see who decides to stay out, who decides to go get fresh pair of shoes. Looks like our race dominant leader, Crotum, decided to stay out along with the 88 of Term V. Oh, sorry. It was the Clearwater Assassin, the Bohemian Bullet, Bossy Geo, the man who is leading the points in our Sunday A Squared series, now leading the trucks. Man, anywhere this guy goes, he is a threat, Tommy. He is just fast, clean, and consistent.
Oh yeah, Boss is one of the most consistent drivers we have, and he's on a controller nonetheless. And like I said, he races pretty much every chance he gets. So definitely an experienced veteran driver. A lot of races under his belt, a lot of different opportunities. He's got a bunch of wins. Always races clean, and definitely trying to shake things up in this truck race here.
Absolutely, because of whenever he shows up to win. And not to mention, we've got Term here, we've got Tristrand here, we've got Moldy Muskrat, who's another fast guy. These truck drivers are really going to have to flex their muscles and show them that they belong in the rest of the groups as we get funneled up and ready to go green. Man, this is one of my favorite series, and I talk to Ryan all the time about it, that, you know, I look forward to Tuesday nights every week for this truck race, and I'm involved in a lot of the other stuff. We do the Xfinity, you know, and A Squared, which is our Premier Cup League, but man, these guys set the bar every week for everybody else to try and perform, and it is just awesome to see the level of talent and how much we are growing here at ARCS, Tommy.
Oh yeah, I mean, the truck series has been probably one of our most popular series. It's our entry level division. So if anybody wants to get into ARCS, they got to come through the trucks, and we've had some really good racing so far this year. And Boss is going to lead us to green here.
Absolutely. As DP would say, 2 by 2, they enter the restart zone. Green flag flies. Bossy Geo out front with a good lead. Question is the hungry animal I call It's Crotum, who does not like to lose, period. Will he fight his way through the pack and get up here to challenge? Bossy Geo, looks like we got one down. Oh, K. Rexon says, server lost connection. Good luck, everybody. Well, Kenzie, you're a broadcaster. Jump in the booth with me and Tommy if you want to. You are more than welcome. Come on in. But right now, Boiled Ice is indeed leading the charge. Let's work our way into the middle of the field here as we ride along with the Horrible Me. And you can see the trucks in a single file, couple here and there, trying to battle it out. The number 44 and the 17 of Ryan Padell, two best friends who literally, I think, beat each other up more than anybody else on the racetrack, Tommy.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're always door-to-door racing hard, but they always race clean. Two good drivers there that we have in ARCS. And there's a lot of good battling down as the 94 gets loose and takes out, I believe, the 22. Real unfortunate there for, I believe that was your daddy all day. Tough break for him, but looked like it was only one car, so we stay green here.
Absolutely. Tommy, can you shoot Lurkin an invite? He wants an invite.
I got you.
But yeah, we are definitely rocking and rolling here tonight as they are. Let's see, where are we at on laps? I need to pull up my lap counter real quick. We are on 9 of 19 in stage 2.
Yeah, you know, it was really interesting how we had that caution there at stage 1, and I believe Crotum didn't really want to pit there. He kind of tried to fake and jump back onto pit road, off of pit road before the commitment line, but got sucked in, and you're kind of seeing it here. He's mirrored back in 5th now, battling Blitzen, another guy who pit there. But the top 2 cars have kind of checked out here in the 88 and the 60, and I just wonder if Crodom and Blitzen both shot themselves in the foot by pitting there after having only 1 lap, 1 actual up-to-speed lap on their tires.
Absolutely, and watching that battle, and it looks like Blitzen was giving Crodom a taste of his own medicine. Crodom is the king of finding the opening and pushing you up high, and Blitzen has done it over and over again, and now Crodom's trying to make back up the ground. Blitzen, one of our newcomers in ARCS, and this just shows how awesome this series is, and like Tommy said earlier, if you want to race with us, find us on ARCS Racing Networks on Facebook, find ARCS RTP12 on Xbox, find SKD5468 on Xbox, The Horrible Me44 on Xbox, COT Tommy on Xbox, find us on Twitter on ARCS Racing Networks. Sign up, we will get you in. We have plenty of stuff to do, Tommy. We are ever growing Xbox iRacing. It doesn't stop with us.
Oh yeah, I mean, no matter what you're into, if it's racing related, we got something for you. We almost got too much stuff going on at times, but it's an absolute blessing. We got so many great guys in this league, so many great people who are willing to put the time in and effort. And, you know, it takes a lot, but also it's so rewarding to see everybody having a great time. And, you know, like I said, we got something for everybody. So if you want Indy cars, if you want road course racing, if you want NASCAR, this is your place to go.
At 5 to go, cautions are off, so we are racing until the end of stage 2. It's Crodom now looking to try and get around Moldy Muskrat, but he is not having any luck trying to get around these hungry drivers looking to win a race. Let's head back up to our race leader, Bossy Geo, which looks like the top 6 or so are kind of all within shouting distance. Still quite a bit, distance between all of them. But they are there, but looks like the 88 is looking to make a move, and does. New race leader Moldy Muskrat now in the race.
Term V.
Oh, sorry, that's term V. Moldy Muskrat's in the 98. Yep, term V.
Very easy to get those cars confused. I only knew because I was watching him and I got his gamer tag. But great job by Term trying to capitalize off that huge win he had last week in the Truck Series at Darlington. And definitely doing it here. I mean, we got a couple laps left in stage 2, and he's looking real good.
Absolutely. Definitely looking to continue his win streak. I remember interviewing him after the race, and he was stout in the interview. After the interview, the man just lost all emotion. First ever win, and now he's got new life. You've seen it in Xfinity. You've seen it in A Squared. You're going to see it in Thursday Night Thunder. He is definitely letting it loose, and he's becoming more confident as a driver. As the stage shall come to an end, as Term V wins your second stage. What awesome racing we have so far, and this is exactly what I expected, Tommy.
Yeah, great job by Term and V to kind of to keep those guys behind them that were on, I say fresher, but really it wasn't much fresher, tires behind them. And, like I said earlier, I think really pitting there with 1 lap on their tires wasn't the right move for that 18 and the 26. But, the good thing is they have a whole nother stage to get it done. So it's gonna be a great finish here in stage 3.
A lot of racing yet to come. Let me get to, looks like Boiled Ice, no, that is Bossy Geo Another blue truck with a 0 as the number. Sorry, Bossy Geo was the first one off of pit road, but Term V is trying to do everything he can to hold on to it. But looks like Boss is going to get around him at the moment. The 26 of Glixen also looking to capitalize on that low line. And Term looks like he is hung out to dry up top, needing to try and get down into the bottom. If he can try and block, he might be able to try and save some spots. But Bossy Geo, Glixen, and now Term V back in the fray, as it looks like Moldy Muskrat had a little bit of trouble getting off that corner and kind of slowed traffic up some. Oh, Your Daddy all day upside down and flipping. He is not having a good race tonight. One of the top 6 competitors. Let's head up to our race leader. The caution flag will probably fly, so I need to make sure that they start checking up.
Caution is out.
The caution
50 to go.
is out. I figured as much. The gloves are off. It looked like Your Daddy out all day and the 94 of Nicholas Pressey getting into it. Not sure what caused it, but I just happened to jump on Your Daddy all day as he was dancing around on his roof. But Bossy Geo, the Clearwater Assassin, as Rick James calls him, is leading this race. ARCS has members from all over the globe. We've got Mexico, we've got Bahamas, we've got Canada, we've got interest in, people all over Europe as well. So we are glad to have anybody and everybody here in this organization. Let's see here. Let's see who decided to be the brave individual and stay out. Tommy, looked like somebody stayed out. So they're looking to try and capitalize on this early caution.
That's Tri-Strand in the 48. Not really. I guess he's thinking he doesn't want to get caught like Crotum and Glixen did in the last stage. But, if we go green here, that could be a recipe for disaster. But we'll see how it goes. As our buddy Lurkin just joins us in the booth. Hey, you got a copy, bud?
I got a copy. That 48 is a dead man walking.
Lurkin, fresh off of his iRacing win last week, TNT inaugural champion. Good to have you, buddy.
Yeah, good to be here. These truck racers are putting on a heck of a show already. Sorry I missed the start of this one, but I'm here now.
As always, they always put on a great show. And Lurkin, you are always welcome, my friend. And I also want to congratulate the both of you for making that ever so tough 19 Cup car roster for our iRacing series for Season 2.
Thanks, buddy.
Yep, I appreciate that. It's going to be a fun season.
Absolutely. Looks like we are back to green flag racing. Tri-Strand is going to do everything he can to keep those 3-lap old tires glued to the racetrack, as it's Crotum and Glixen, two of probably our best truck drivers right now in the point standings. Tristan made a wise move going to the top.
Yeah, you could just tell how much three laps on those tires make a difference. 48 is kind of a sitting duck here. But, that might come into play later on. If a couple guys stayed out behind him, it might have worked. But for right now, they're too fast and everybody's directly behind him. This wasn't the right move, but we'll see how it works out in the end.
Absolutely. As we've seen for most of the season, it's Crotum up front, but the newcomer Glixen, who's also got a couple wins under his belt, battling at 1 and 2. Lurkin, you've called a couple of these races with me. Tell me about these two and the talent that they are showing right now, especially with Cup guys in the field.
Oh yeah, I mean these two guys plus Dowdy and recently Term's been turning it up lately, but really Glickson, Dowdy, and Crotum have been a classic field for most of the season. And right here you see Glickson right on Crotum. He's gonna keep pressuring him, but those other cars will reel him in, and so is Boss. So good race up front here for the lead.
Absolutely. Two truck standouts. Oh, looks like they are checking up. We are throwing the caution flag yet again.
Yeah, not sure what that caution was for. But, you know, we talked about a couple of these guys up front, but don't sleep on Moldy Muskrat. I mean, he's fast everywhere he goes. Unfortunately, his internet doesn't seem to cooperate more times than not, so he doesn't get the finishes he deserves, but he's always fast. He's always a threat for the pole or the outside pole in Cup. And he's down here doing a rare appearance in the trucks. Don't sleep on that guy.
Update on Tristrand. His move somewhat paid off with this caution. He still stays in the number 6 spot going down pit road. So maybe that wasn't such a bad call. I bet he was kind of hoping for an early caution on the restart, and he kind of got his wish. He was able to maintain to stay up there with those lead pack guys. But it'll be interesting to see who wins the race off pit road. Larkin, you're probably one of our most experienced drivers here in ARCS, racing in East Park and a few other places. Dover, what's your strategy at Dover?
Dover, honestly, I said it before, it is Texas-sized Bristol, but you got to race it almost like Darlington in terms of, your car wants to wreck the whole time around this place. You're riding the edge. This is a tough track. It's one of the 2, now 3 concrete tracks we go to. Very difficult, passing difficult. Races like a roller coaster, so you'll see a lot of give and take out there.
Absolutely. Saving your stuff is, especially if we see a long run. I believe we are at, pretty sure, let me try and get my lap counter up as they cross the start-finish line here and hit that restart zone. It looks like Glickson had a bit of a trouble on the start. 42 laps remain here. He's going to lose a ton of ground. Not sure what happened.
It looked like he almost got too good of a start and maybe let off. And when he let off, he may have missed the shift. I don't really know there, but definitely a rough start for that 26 car, which is unfortunate to see because he's been having such a strong day.
Yes, but of course, as always, something that we say a lot, it's Crotum is leading the trucks. But there has been a few instances where the ice has started to melt on him, and he tends to kind of lose it. That's happened in the past couple races, so it'll be interesting to see him actually close this race off for a win, as you've got 2 very esteemed veterans right behind him. I believe Moldy Muskrat and Term V is still trying to track him down. Watching the battle between Term V and Moldy Muskrat, the 2 look-alike trucks battling it out, which is not helping them get to Crotum. That's probably one of his favorite things to see in the mirror, Tommy, is 2 guys battling for position while you're pulling away.
Oh yeah, I mean I don't know who's enjoying it more, Crotum or us. These guys are putting on a good show here, passing each other, slide job, passing each other every other corner. So cool, great to see, but they're definitely not helping themselves when it comes to catching that 18 truck, who's got about a 2-second lead now.
Larkin, look who's back up top, or back in the top 4. Glickson was able to recover off that poor start, and he's up there about ready to challenge Moldy and Term, as he looks like he's pulling Deplorable Me and Boiled Ice right behind him.
Yeah, he's got a ton of talent. No surprise that he's able to work himself back up there. I don't know if he missed a shift or what happened there at the beginning, but he didn't wreck it. He's still in it, hunting down. And Crotom's just pulling away. He's pulling away. He's running a good line out there right now.
Crotom, one of the best when it comes to having a loose, fast race truck or race car in general. Without to rub salt in the wound, working, you know, all too well about bad restarts. And I know it's frustrating at times, but he looks like he is handling the pressure very well.
Yeah, he's had some good restarts here. And then obviously with Gavin, he's made his comeback from his bad restart. So we'll see. There's still a lot of laps left to turn here. I'm sure there'll be more chances. But right now, it looks like Crotom's stretching this thing out.
Crotom, definitely the class of the field right now, just putting on a clinic. This time by, we should be at 33 laps to go as we cross the start-finish line. As you can see, Crotom just almost a full turn away from the rest of the field, but these guys are battling for position. Some of these guys are battling for points. So this will probably turn out to be a street fight when we go to green flag pit stops, which will happen probably in about 15 to 20 laps. So we will have to see another pit stop, hopefully.
Yeah, if this goes green, we're definitely going to have green flag pit stops. They're not going to be able to make it to the end from here, even if they really try to. But you know, Crotom's got a nice lead here, and it just makes me think back to the Xfinity race we had last Friday when I believe it was Haha Boo was, you know, pacing the field at Darlington and then blew a tire with 2 laps to go. So at this point, you know, you wanna maintain that lead, but don't burn up your tires to pull away anymore. You know, you should really be taking care of his stuff. So interesting to see how his tires hold up over this run.
Absolutely, still kind of focusing on this front pack that's still battling for lead, and also kind of just showing the dominance that Crotom is having. But now looks like we're starting to see wear kind of come into it. Tires probably about 60-65%. You know, when the tires start falling away, Lurkin, it's almost hard to start battling for position in a way.
Yeah, you really want to, when the tires are worn down like this, you really hope that when you go to make a pass, it's a quick deal. You know, if you get caught up right now with these, you know, pretty much halfway worn tires, if you get caught up in a battle, you can lose seconds and seconds to the guy in front of you. So anybody making moves right now, you gotta try and do it quick and clean if you can.
Yeah, but it looks definitely like everybody's in follow the leader mode. Everybody's giving each other space, and looks like everybody's starting to prepare for strategy. And I know there are a lot of good Cup guys in here. Tri-Strand, Bossy Geo, Ryan Pinnell, another good person when it comes to strategy. So these green flag pit stops, Tommy, we could definitely see strategy come into play, especially with fuel consumption, tire consumption, who can stretch it out, and who can definitely get in and off the pit road the fastest and start laying down laps.
Oh, you go.
Oh, Tommy must have
yes,
Tommy
it's
probably had
strategy
to leave,
time.
so yeah. Lurkin, take over. Yep, it's definitely strategy time.
Yeah, it's strategy time. You're gonna start seeing guys like Bossy Geo just renowned for this. Because I mean, this is almost tailor-made for him. He's just a few spots back from where we probably want to be, but you're gonna see guys try and stretch it. You're gonna see guys try and split the stage. Guys run right to the very edge of where their gaps and tires are. I hope it stays green because I love it. I love to see the strategy play out.
Yeah, I mean, just to piggyback off that, Boss is a guy that has won a handful of few mileage races and strategy calls. He's one of the best in ARCS, and you know, I wouldn't be surprised to see him take a gamble and maybe take 2 tires to grab that track position late in the run. I don't know exactly how it will play out, but it may be his only shot, so don't be surprised to see it.
One of the truck drivers that has been very good on strategy and who's played off is the number 16 of J-Mad. But now with these cup drivers in the field, I almost wonder if some of these rookie truck drivers will kind of play along and just be smart and play follow the leader, as looks like Grams as the first one down pit road. It looks like we are starting to get a little spread out. Let's see if I can't find our race leader. Deplorable Me in pit road. Boiled Ice in pit road. Looks like that is Term V in pit, no, Moldy Muskrat in pit road. So let's head back up to Crotum and follow him around as he is still being scored as our race leader.
Something I noticed, kind of in line with when it's almost like he heard me, but Crotum kind of backed it down a little bit once we were talking about him and maybe burning up that tires, and it's allowed Term to kind of maintain this about half straightaway lead and keeping them within striking distance. So if that 18 car has any issue on pit road, that 88 truck's going to be right on his bumper.
Absolutely, he is staying out a little longer than the rest of the field as more and more are shooting down pit road. I believe it's Crotum, Term V. Not sure if Glixen went down or not.
No, he's still out.
Yep, Glixen is still out. Bossy Geo still out. Deplorable Me, I know, went down pit road. It'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. I'm going to go back up to our race leader to see when he's going to shoot down pit road and where he's going to come out. Luckily enough, we've got lap counters to tell us who's exactly in the lead. Cannot wait to see if NASCAR Heat comes out with a little bit better. But here comes, it's Crotum, but looks like Term stayed out.
He did. Ooh.
Yeah, interesting call from Term staying out there. And maybe he's thinking that, hoping for a caution where he will be able to pit while everybody else is trapping those guys in the lap down. Or maybe he's coming in this next time. We'll see.
Yep, he is coming down pit road as we speak. So we will follow him into pit road.
That leaves Boss and Glixen up front right now, dueling for the lead, but they're also trying to save. Pretty interesting watching them race so hard and save.
Definitely indeed. Right now I'm checking out my lap counters to see where people are falling. But hey, Tristan up in third position right now. He has not pitted yet. So he's up there with the rest of the pack trying to gain as much ground. But I don't know if they're gaining ground or losing ground, guys.
They're definitely losing ground to the guys who previously pitted, but like I said before, if you time it correctly and you stay out long enough to where the caution comes out and falls in your favor, you could be sitting pretty. Tri-Strand, hasn't had the best car. He's maybe top 6, 7 car as we got Glixen coming down pit road, but this may be his only chance to really battle for the lead. Stay out, hope for a caution to fall, and then maybe only 2 or 3 cars on the lead lap, and then he can battle it out. But we'll see how this plays out.
Yep, 14 laps remain for the vehicles on the lead lap. Let's move up to Bossy Geo.
First place and second place car in Bossy Geo and Tri-Strand coming down pit road here. I'm going to watch Boss to see if he takes 2 tires. Kind of hard to tell, but wouldn't be surprised considering he stayed out as long as he did. He's going to have to make up that time.
Yep, 14 laps remain still, depending on who comes out where. So once I get my lap counter up, and we will be able to find out who will come out victorious, as the field is shuffled around. It's almost hard to figure out who's leading this race right now.
Both Boss and Crash ran with 4 tires. I think there's just too many laps left in the race for that strategy to play out, but you know, it would have been an interesting call nonetheless.
I am seeing Ryan Pennell, ARCS RTP12, being scored as our race leader. It's Crotum way back. And I mean way back. Term V in third, Deplorable Me in fourth, and Yagrams in fifth. So, but now, Ryan was one of the first ones to go in and pit. He was in that first wave of trucks. So it's interesting to see how long he can maintain that monumental race lead of almost 16 seconds before they start tracking him down. But it looks like he's already having some trouble.
I don't think he actually pit. I think he stayed out because he's driving very, very slow here. So I think you'll see him from the pit road pretty shortly.
If I'm not mistaken, actually Ryan Pennell pitted about 9 to 10 laps before the rest of the field started going down. So, but 9 laps remain. He's still showing an 11-second lead at the moment. It's Crotum doing everything he can to hunt him down. Term V as well. Let's try to find our second place driver in the field, see where he is at. And finally out on his Crotum, looks like he's getting a little dancy lurking. What do you got going on?
Yeah, I'm just watching Ryan. You know, it seems like he really just pit way earlier, and the speed differences and how much time you lose on those worn tires, it made a difference. He's losing a lot of it now, but will he have enough time? Will he be able to stay out? This is interesting strategy play here by Ryan. I'm gonna remember this.
Yep, 7 laps remain. He's now only about 3 seconds ahead of Crotum and about 6 seconds ahead of Term V, but it is definitely boiling down. Oh, looks like a couple trucks get a little sideways. That looks like the 98 of Moldy Muskrat having a bit of issue as it's Crotum trying to get around him. And there is Ryan. He is chasing him down little by little. That lead now down to 3 seconds. I don't know. There's no way Ryan can fend him off, guys.
Yeah, if he catches him, he's not going to be able to fend him off cleanly.
Yeah, I mean, but this puts kind of the pressure on Crotum to make the pass and make it cleanly. I mean, if you're the 18 car, you just got to be patient here as he dives to the bottom.
Well,
he kind of got into the back of the 17, but I think the 17 was kind of sitting up there. So, 18 new leader. 18
is indeed the new leader, but Term is right there. Ooh, somebody up into the wall.
Oh,
looked like Moldy almost blew a tire there. Just shot into the outside wall. But he's back kind of up to speed, so maybe he just got into the outside wall and decided to hold it. We'll see.
But 3 laps remain. We're going to be coming to 2 laps. Term V is on a mission. He is down to a half-second deficit as he is gaining very slowly. He's going to have 2 laps to do it. Guys, this is where it's going to get fun. Can Crotum claim another truck victory, or will Term's hot streak continue?
Can't make any mistakes right here if you're Crotum. If you make any mistakes at 88, or 88 or 98, I can't tell anymore. Term is right behind him. He's hungry, so Crotum's got to finish that.
And also, don't forget, guys, the 98 or 88 pit 1 lap later after the 18. So, I mean, I know it's only 1 lap pressure tires, but I mean, look how much he gained coming off of that corner.
But the white flag is out. Sorry to cut you off. They are coming around the stretch. Who's gonna have the muscle to get around him? Term looks like he got a little loose.
Yeah.
Looks like the 18 took the victory. Not 88 really gave him a shot there. Put himself in a chance to win. Just came up a little bit short.
Yeah, looks like the 88 had an amazing run on the outside, to be honest with you. But we all know here at Dover, it is the guy on the inside almost has to mess up if you're going to pass on the outside. Valiant effort there from Term. Crotum with a big win here at Dover.
It's Crotum, Term V. Our buddy Deplorable Me being scored in 3rd. Bossy Geo 4th. Glixen, Ya Grams, Tristrand, Your Daddy All Day, Boiled Ice, and a Poor Boy 52 round out your top 10. In just a few moments, we will be right back. We will be going to the podium, where we will interview our top 3. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, and we will be starting our first interview. Lurkin Tom, talk to the man in 3rd, our good friend and normally my co-host who hung up the mic and grabbed a helmet tonight, Deplorable Me.
Terry, you got a copy?
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
It's going good. I see things have gone pretty good for you tonight. You came away with the podium, 3rd place. Good run for you to throw back on the truck helmet. Why don't you tell me how your race went, how you wound up in 3rd?
Yeah, it was a fun race. I think a lot of guys were probably running a lot looser setup than me. So the first couple cautions, I went down there and I was jacking up tire pressures, putting tape on, doing all those things. And then right before the very last run, I jacked the tires up again because we kind of had some quick cautions, and I was thinking, well, if this kind of goes short runs, then I'm gonna need to be a little bit more loose. Well, it didn't, and I was really loose at the end of that race, and so that was really interesting as you got down to it. But 1 lap sooner, or maybe just a couple laps between my pit and Term and Crotum. And as you can see, they were so much faster at the end of that race, just by 2 laps short pitting. So that was a really interesting battle at the end there.
Yeah, interesting battle for sure. You really hung in there, got your adjustments in, put some of that drippy slide magic in there, get that thing turn a little better. But, man, you did a great job out there. I love seeing you race. I love when you race. You did good. And, yeah, good job.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm glad I did it tonight.
Thank you, Deplorable Me, for showing up tonight. And I missed you up here tonight, but no offense. Lurkin and Tommy kicked total butt up here with me. So now I'm actually going to pass it to my buddy COT Tommy, as he is going to talk to the man who has been on fire the past couple days, our good buddy Term V.
Yeah, good job, Term. You had a really good run there. You led some laps in stage two. I believe you won the stage two. You won stage two, a nice little bump and run on Boss. That was pretty cool to see. But you were coming there at the end. Why don't you tell us about the last couple of laps you had there?
Yeah, the truck was fast tonight. Truck handled really good on the long run and the short run. Crotum, he was hard to catch there at first, but then Modi kind of held him up there, helped me really gain on him a lot more. Just wish I could have got it there at the end. It was a good race all in all. I had fun. Good win for Crotum. Good third place for DP. It was good. It was a fun, good race all in all.
Yeah, I mean, after last week, first place, this week, second place, you got some huge momentum. We look forward to hopefully seeing you in the truck series a little bit more. It looks like you're really getting that wheel dialed in, so keep it up, bud.
Thank you.
Good job.
Now for our race winner, a man who is no stranger to the podium. Crotum, tonight you were the class of the field, but tonight you definitely earned that win. You had a bunch of guys battling you. Bossy Gio was in the field. Glixen has really stepped up his game since entering ARCS. Term has also been on fire. What a race, buddy. Tell us everything that was going through your mind as you were battling nonstop for so long.
Well, at the beginning there, when I got out to the lead, it kind of just felt very calm and collective, like everybody was waiting and patient. And I ended up getting out, and I was pulling out a little bit. I felt like I had a little bit more pace on the short run than I did on the long run, usual for me. And then there at the end, we had this pit stops, and everybody was short pitting quite a bit. Like there was people pitting with 20 to go on your fuel, and I just tried to stretch it just a little bit. And then I was pitting when Term pitted, but Term had the same idea towards me, so we kind of just pitted on the same lap almost. But that one extra lap of fresher tires, man, he was coming. Like it was just so hard because I run a 9 preset. I was already sideways, and when you get those old tires on this loose fast track, it's really hard to keep it under you and get onto the outside wall. And there at the end, I was just hunting down Ryan. He miscalculated on his fuel a little bit and had to run him down. And then there at the end, a particular lap car just decided to park it for a little bit, half a lap, let Term get in even closer to have a chance, and kind of just went from there at that last corner and kind of just had to protect the bottom for him and ended up coming away with a win.
Absolutely, but you definitely showed that you were the class of the field tonight, and I've just super proud of everything that you went and did. So the round of 6 starts next week. You've got a lot of competition. Glixen, Boiled Ice, Your Daddy All Day, Nick Pressey, J-Mad. The 6 of you guys the points are going to get reset, and you guys are going to go to war. So congratulations on everything. And once again, always a pleasure to have you in the booth with us. So Crotum, once again, super congratulations. You right now are everybody's favorite probably to win this championship season.
Thank you. I know Glixen, or also known as Gavin, is going to be really hard to beat. He was on my bumper there for a little bit. I know he's really tough to beat.
Thank you very much. I believe we have our fearless leader in the booth still. Yes, he is. Ryan, anything to say about our awesome trucks tonight?
Yeah, it was a good race. Congrats to Crotum and Term and even DP. finishing up in the top 3. Man, if I had one more gallon of gas left, I would have been able to probably pull out a top 3 or 4. Just didn't quite save enough, but I had gotten wrecked and kind of was just riding in the back, so it was really the only strategy I could try. But yeah, overall, really good racing. Our field sizes are kind of getting smaller, which is kind of what you see here, closing in on the end of the season. But it's going to be fun to watch these 6 try and battle for a championship as we get close to the end of our first season as the ARCS trucks.
Absolutely. And let's go to our schedule real quick. Big changes in it, actually. So, Tuesdays, of course, ARCS trucks. Fridays, Xfinity. Sundays, A Squared. You can catch those on ARCS Racing Networks. Tune in Thursdays to twitch.tv/RickJamesTV1 for Thursday Night Thunder. And starting in 2 weeks, Rick James will be calling our Monday Night Lightning. Super excited to be having Rick pick up one more exciting series. Rick, I see you were in the booth with me. Do you want to say a few words about Monday Night Lightning? Nope. Looks like Rick.
Yes, Kay, I'm really excited to do Monday Night Lighting. It's going to be a thrill to watch, man. So everybody should tune in for that one.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is, of course, SK, COT, Tommy, and Lurkin. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Catch us live on ARCS Racing Network and Rick James